Good morning. Welcome and thank you for joining. We're going to do today a special practice for the new moon, which it would be tonight. It would be happening tonight in the UK. So what I want to do is I want us to feel connected with ourselves. But also, of course, I would like you to all be able to connect with that true desire, with that which perhaps you haven't been thinking for a while, and try to start bringing that into your life and encourage you to try new things that this new moon in Sagittarius is kind of helping us to do so, and to kind of bring that joy back into our lives, or more joy, and to awaken that inner child that we all have inside. We just need to keep feeding it and keep giving him nice adventures. So if you don't feel like it today, that's absolutely fine. Then just keep working on the next few days as it comes. Don't ever force the process of creation, of trying to be positive or try to be joyful. If it doesn't happen, then that's fine. It might happen tomorrow or it might happen in 2 days. Just take it easy. So I would like you to connect with this practice today without thinking about anything else, just your breath. So let's sit comfortably. Please place your hands on your knees and then just move around as a way of finding easiness in the sitting position. Remember, you can use any props under the hips, a cushion, a block, whatever makes it more comfortable. And then we relax the shoulders down, lean slightly towards the back, maintaining the spine straight, the shoulders relaxed, bringing the chin towards the chest and lifting from the top of the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Gently close your eyes and relax the shoulders even more. When the eyes are closed, then we raise the gaze up to that space in between the eyebrows. But not just upwards, feel that expansion in between the eyebrows, if you can experience that. If you feel any tension on the forehead as you try to do so, then you can bring the gaze towards the tip of the nose. Breathe in slowly. Trying to lengthen the breath. Bringing that inhalation as lower to the abdomen as you can. Expanding as you inhale and gently contracting as you exhale. If you feel that your breathing is not long enough yet to reach to that bottom part of the abdomen, then perhaps just breathe with abdominal breathing for now. You can even place the right hand on the belly to feel it expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. And perhaps you are comfortable in that full yogic breath already, so you are in control of your breathing. As long as we get the lower part of the abdomen engaged, gently raising up with the inhalations and falling with the exhalations. Then we will allow the body to rest, the nervous system to restore, to build in that connection between mind and body. Making that connection more clear, more fluid. And imagine how you nourish with each breath your whole body. And with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently, engaging the arms, the shoulders, but also the heart center. Bringing the shoulders slightly back and down to feel that expansion in between the rib cage. And as we start with a gratitude practice, as every day, choosing our 2 new things, different from yesterday and different from tomorrow, perhaps bring to your awareness the power of the breath, or choose your own 2 things. Make it yours, make it personal. It's your life that is abundant with so many things to choose from, to say thank you for. And then set your intentions for this practice and your intentions for the day. But remember, try not to be too hard on you or to have really high expectations. Just keep working towards your dreams. Keep making magic in any way you can think of. Keep spreading your love and everything will be fine. With the next inhalation, keeping the palms together and raising all the way up. Chin up, head back, and exhaling, lowering the arms slowly through the sides. Bringing the chin to the chest, resting the hands on your lap. Relax the shoulders. Allow the neck to stretch a little bit as we bring the chin towards the chest. Keeping the spine straight, so we're not overextending. Try not to pull, just allow the weight of the head to find that extra space in between the top vertebrae. Breathing slowly. And a deep breath in and out. Good, and then engage the core and gently bring the chin up. A few blinks to open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for being there. We're going to start by stretching the legs. So we can start with our sequence. So we'll do first a couple of rounds, 3 rounds actually, of sun salutations. So we can get the body moving. So from the sitting position, just stretch the legs and bounce them. Move the toes. Good, and then we come on tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to do just 3 rounds of cat-cow first to get the spine moving. So we can have a nice warmed up upper part of the body. So knees align with the hips, hands with the shoulders, engage with the fingers, soften the elbows. And when you're ready, bend the elbows, inhaling, tailbone up, looking up. And then exhaling round, chin to chest, extend with the arms. Good, and then inhale, looking up, bring the tongue towards the upper palate. Engaging the throat muscles, exhale. Extend. Get one more inhale. And exhale. Good, and then come back towards the center, tuck the toes under, raise the hips, straighten the knees, and bend one at a time, just to create that extra flexibility on the back of the legs. And bring the thighs towards the chest towards the thighs, the hips higher, soften the elbows, relax the shoulders. Bending the knees as much as you need to. It's not important. The important thing is that the knees are uplifted. Bring the chest a little bit more towards the thighs. There, very good. Good, and then from there, We're going to bring the weight now towards the hands. So shoulders forward and then start walking towards the hands. Try not to bend the knees if possible, raising the hips and then moving the leg until they come towards your hands. Hip width apart with the hands. And then bring the hands on your hips, bend the knees. Feet strong, start practicing the grounding. Lengthen the spine, elbows to the sides. Good, and then with the next inhalation, start coming up to standing. Shoulders back and down. Good, and then from here, we're gonna bring the feet closer together. So big toes touching, heels slightly apart. And then just roll on your toes and the ball of the foot. Again, finding that good grounding. And then spread the toes, bend the knees, roll the shoulders back and down. And remember, in Tadasana, we try to align the spine. So bend the knees as much as you need to. As they come forward, then the hips have more space for alignment. Bring the shoulders back and down. And then with the next inhalation, Namaskarasana. And exhale. Next inhalation, raising all the way up. Urdhva Hasta, looking up. Exhaling, opening the arms, palms down, and forward fold. Hasta Padasana. Taking your time, keeping the arms active. And down. Now bend the knees if you need to. And with the next inhalation, right leg back. 90 degrees with the front knee. Bring the other knee down. Urdhva Hasta. Prasarita. Now inhaling, bringing the knee up and then coming into plank. Good. And then Sashtanga Namaskarasana, 8-point. Knees down. Bend the elbows, bring the chest down, the chin, shoulders back and down. If you can bring the forehead, then do so. And then inhaling, Cobra. Shoulders back and down, keep the feet touching together. Good, and then from there, tuck the toes under and downward facing dog. One step forward if it's on your practice, if that helps you. And then take your time there. Raise the hips high. Breathe slowly. Yes, because it's the first round. Stomach in. And now as we bring the right leg forward, remember what we do is we transfer first the weight forward, raise the leg, and then the last thing is placing the foot forward. Good. And if it doesn't get, just help with the hand, it's fine. Also, the breathing is very important. Bring the knee down, stretch. Make sure that when we are raising the leg, we are inhaling, and as we place it, then we can exhale and stretch the legs, stretch the hips, look into the front. Good, and then tuck the toes under, lifting, inhaling, and exhaling. Hasta Padasana, forward fold. Closing the sequence. Good, and then inhaling, straighten the arms in front of you, palms facing each other, spine straight, and coming all the way up to Urdhva Hasta. Looking up. And exhaling, lowering all the way down. Namaskarasana and Tadasana. Good, we're going to do the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise up. Hips slightly forward. Open the arms. Exhale, Hasta Padasana. Inhaling, left leg back. Knee down. Point with the toes. Look to the front. Exhaling, plank. And on the same exhale, Sashtanga Namaskarasana. Forehead or chin if you can't bring it. Inhaling, Cobra. Shoulders back. Tighten with the feet, the legs active, the glutes. Exhaling, downward facing dog. One step forward. hips higher. And then from here, bring the weight forward, and then the left leg forward, knee down, straighten the toes. Good. And then tuck the toes under, lifting the knee high, and exhaling. Hasta Padasana. Bend the knees, hips to the back, straighten the arms, coming up to Urdhva, looking up. And then exhaling, lowering down, hands to the heart center. Exhaling, bring them by your sides. Good. So the idea with this sun salutation is to get into that rhythm, but we need to create a little bit more of that flow. So what we're going to do is we're going to start practicing it a little bit more into our daily practice, and then we can get this feeling. But for now, let's do another type of sequencing. So bring yourself to the top of the mat, sideways, the hands on the hips, bend the knees, and inhaling, opening wide, about one leg length apart. Bringing the toes parallel to each other, making sure that the heels are aligned. If they're not, then align them. Bend the knees slightly to gain control with the thighs. And to have enough space for the hips to come forward, the spine to be straight. So if we try to straighten the legs as much as possible, the tailbone is going to go towards the back. Just bring the knees forward a little bit more. Shoulders back and down, straighten the arms by the sides. Good. And then spread the fingers, the arms are active, and pulling down with the shoulders. So we make sure that there's enough space between ears and shoulders, no tension on the neck. Stomach in, and keep breathing. If you feel a lot of tension on the inner thighs, then perhaps you're not engaging enough with the toes. So press down with the toes. The standing positions, we need to practice grounding. Get one more round of breath. Very good. And then bring the hands to the hips and the right foot in, the left foot out, and bend the knee 90 degrees. Good. And then we bring the hips towards that front leg. Bring the hands on your thigh with the elbows towards the sides, trying to bring that stretch. Breathe slowly. Good. And then bring the hands to each side of the foot, tiptoes on the back leg. Good. And then from there, we bring the instep on the floor, knee down, but already the weight is been shifted forward, so there's no weight on the knee. Always be very careful when we rest weight on the knee. And then the other knee is over the foot, stretching the hips, the groin. Breathe slowly. Good, and then from here, we bring ourselves back without moving the legs, just lifting the toes of the front leg and sitting on your back heel. Good. Keeping the core engaged. Good, take your time. And then from there, lean slightly forward so the core is more engaged, and then start coming forward. And it's just the small changes, but if when we're moving, having weight on the knee, we don't engage the core, then there's a lot of pressure on the knee. We don't want that. We want to look after our joints. Good. And then bring yourself all the way back. Again, you're leaning forward, then the core is engaged, the weight is with the control of the leg that is on the floor and not on the one that has got the knee resting on the floor. And once again, exhaling forward and lean forward, bring the shoulders back as much as you can. And if you can, bring the hands up. If not, just bring them on the thigh. Palms together if you're raising up. Bring the arms aligned with the ears and keep breathing there. The chest forward, looking slightly up if possible, otherwise just look straight. Good, and then exhaling, lowering the hands down by your sides and just align the hip and the knee, tuck the toes under, and raising the hip up, dropping the heel, and walking with the hands. Let's make it easy. Bringing the left foot in, the right foot out, but just make sure that the heels are aligned. Good. And then from here, we bend the knee, inhaling, start coming all the way, with the hips forward. Oops. Hips forward and shoulders aligned. Now come on the tiptoes with the back leg, lowering the hips, finding that stretch. Good, and then bring the hands to each side of the foot and bring the knee down, transferring the weight slightly forward, and then instep down, stretch. Breathe slowly and keep bringing the weight forward a little bit more. And as we do, we feel more stretch on the hip, on the groin, around the pelvis. Allow the hips to sink down as you breathe in slowly. Good, and then we bring ourselves back, bring the toes towards you, core engaged. And we do it with the breathing. As we exhale, we come forward and shoulders back and all the way back. Toes towards you. Inhaling as we come forward. And exhaling as we come back. Good, and now coming, aligning here, bringing the hips as low as you can and the knees as forward as possible, the hips low, the hands on the thigh, shoulders back and down, and if you can, try to bring the arms up, palms together, back bend, looking up, and focusing on bringing the arms as closer to the ears if the arms are up, breathing slowly. If at any point you feel a lot of weight on the back knee, then that is because the weight is too much towards the back. So lean forward first with the chest and then bring the shoulders back. Good, and then exhaling, lowering the hands down, bring them to each side of the foot, and then come on your tiptoes on the back leg, drop the heel and come towards the center. Feet parallel to each other and open them a little bit wider. Good, and then bring the forehead down. Bring the hands by your sides. Align with the ankles if possible, shoulder width apart at least. And then allow the head to hang freely. Breathe in slowly. The toes active. You can even soften the knees to engage with the muscles if you feel a lot of tension on the back of the legs. Good. Keep breathing there. Renewing cells, bringing some focus. Relaxing the spine, the neck. Good, and then inhale, bend the knees to gain control with the legs. Walk forward with the hands. Good, and then close your feet to hip width apart. Good, and then from there, straighten the arms, hips to the back, spine straight, and inhaling, start coming up to standing, palms together, hips forward, shoulders relaxed. Good, and then exhaling, lowering the hands all the way down. Okay, be very careful when we come in up. If the legs are open, then we can hurt our lower back. So always try to come with the hip width apart, and then that would be more supported because the thighs would support that weight. Okay, so now we're gonna get the blanket to have it near you. so we can get in Savasana from the next one. So top of the mat, align the feet hip width apart. Good. And then from there, bend the knees, shoulders back and down. We're going to get into a chair position. Sorry. Or Utkatasana, powerful pose. So bring the weight forward. Bend the knees as forward as you can. And then bring the hips towards the back. Bring the hands on the hips. And it'll be easier. So we don't need to straighten the spine or to arch a little bit more. Just leave it soft. Keep the toes active. As we transfer the weight towards the back from the hips, then we need to engage a little bit more actively. And then bring the shoulders a little bit more back. Inhaling, bring the arms up. Looking up, relax the shoulders. If you can't look up, then look straight. Remember the fingers are spread so the arms are active. And see if you can sit back on the chair a little bit more. And breathe slowly. If you can, we do 3 more rounds of breath. So we can feel the heat on our legs, running throughout the whole body. Preparing us to enjoy your Savasana even more. Good, and then with the next inhalation, bring the palms together and squatting, coming all the way down. As you come down, you bring the hands in front of you and tiptoes, and then bring the hands towards one side, no matter what side, and then bring the knees forward. And then the same hand to the leg that is closer, then we bring it down flat on the floor, bringing the hips forward, and the other hand comes up, around, and down. It's just about that movement with the hips. When we are here, there's a lot of weight on the hand, right? Because we are bringing all the weight from the other side, transferring into this one. And we're just on the tiptoes. But as we bring the knees forward, then the weight is supported more by the thighs. Then we bring the arm all the way around. And then we can walk with the hands, flatten the feet until the hips are more or less in the middle of the mat, lowering down slowly. Very good. And then grab your blanket, cover yourself, and activating with the core, straighten the arms, and slowly, good. Keep engaging until you get down on the mat. And stretch the legs, stretch the arms. Breathing deeply. Close your eyes. Bring the gaze up. Chin towards the chest. Find that extra space in between the shoulder blades. Feel the expansion in between the eyebrows. Feel your body relaxing, settling. Feel your heartbeat nice and active. Feeling alive. But allowing yourself to let go, to relax. Make sure there's no tension on the neck, the back of the crown of the head. Allow the root of your tongue to feel heavy in your mouth. And allow the jaw to completely relax. And as your breathing becomes free, then your body surrenders even more. Connecting to Mother Earth, to that power of attraction. And if you think about how abundant Mother Earth is, nature, As abundant is your life when you're connected, when you connect with that energy of creation, of attraction, connecting first with yourself, finding out our true desires. And then allow yourself to completely relax. Keeping the gaze up and enjoying each breath. And gently start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Breathing more deeply. Inhale, bring the feet together. Bend the knees one at a time and lengthen the spine, chin to chest. Roll onto your right side or left one if you have low blood pressure. The gaze is still up with the eyes closed, the jaw relaxed. And when you're ready, use your arms to bring you up to sitting position. Cross your legs, shoulders back and down. Line the spine, lean slightly back. And with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. And as we sing one Om, try to visualize all the 7 main chakras and how that vibration is affecting each one of them. So starting from the top of the crown of the head, 7th chakra, towards the 3rd eye, 6th chakra, and then the throat, the ears, with the 5th chakra, 4th chakra, the heart, 3rd chakra, the navel, below the navel, 2nd chakra, and on the base of the spine, root chakra. So when you're ready, inhale deeply. Inhale and exhale. And keeping the palms together with the next inhalation, bring the thumbs to the 3rd eye for the right thoughts and exhale. Inhale and bring them closer to the mouth for the right word, the right say, and exhale. And inhale and bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. With a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for being there. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can allow yourself some time today to go inwards and to think about yourself and your dreams. Have a lovely day, and let me know if there's any questions.